All right. So we are here. We are at Monster Mania. It's just me and Fuzzy. So we're at Monster Mania 59. Uh, there's a lot of celebrities here, of course, for the horror genre. We have Doug Bradley. Henry Winkler is here. There are still, I believe, Friday and Sunday passes still available in case anybody wants a quick rundown here. Henry Winkler's line is probably going to be long, but not as long as Clive Barker. And of course, we have the Nightmare of Elm Street cast here as well. So we do have Robert Englund. His line, unfortunately, is probably and might only get through the few VIP that were scheduled for him due to the fact that he is retiring for many different reasons, of course. But one of the main reasons is because he just wants to relax. I don't blame him. He's had a good career, right? So again, we have Clive Barker. If you are coming here for Clive Barker, just remember you have to bring a mask. Okay. So, but we'll talk about some other stars real quick, and especially the one that canceled on us. So, Fuzzy, what's going on with you?
Not too much. Up here, getting ready for I guess, the craziness to start with the lines. But glad to be here. Pretty much one last minute cancel, which I know we're going to get into. Some people are upset. I know it just kind of was at the very last minute, but there's still a ton of celebrities here and still a ton of different vendors here. If you're looking for T-shirts or any memorabilia and things like that, there's plenty here. But yeah, just got through doing a podcast earlier today, more gaming related stuff, and there's going to be I'm pretty sure some horror gaming stuff that's going to be at this convention as well. But mainly, some of the cast members from was it Scream 5 are going to be here. Nightmare on Elm Street. We got Freddy. But outside of that, just looking forward to this convention getting kicked off here in the next hour or two.
Yep. So you have a new buddy that you're going to be hanging out with. He'll be on the show later. I think he's going to be on the 9th, August 9th show. So that's Matt. So we'll be introducing you to him. It'll be the first time he's, ever doing a podcast. So that's going to be fun. But you're going to be hanging out with him today. I remember while I am at the ticket booth, basically. So a lot of people are, as Fuzzy has mentioned, a lot of people are very upset with Anthony Starr canceling. We don't know why he canceled. He did send out a message saying that, hey, hope you have a good time. I'm not going to be there. But, some people are like saying that wasn't really apology. Some people are saying why. And some people are saying, well, at least he sent something out. But a lot of people were upset because he was, I believe, one of the last surprise guests that we had. And, very shortly he canceled, but didn't give a reason why. So there was another woman another celebrity that was going to be here. Her last name was Bacon. She was in the one movie you don't like, Fuzzy, with the cat.
Oh yeah, Smile.
Smile, yeah, she was in Smile, but she had said, hey, I'm filming, which is a risk that you take. When you bring in these celebrities, they could be filming, and we saw that with a couple, and then sometimes it's more than that. Warwick, the one that was an Ewok, he was in a fantasy series and everything like that, The Hobbit, and he canceled, but that was unfortunately due to the fact that his wife passed away. So there's always a risk of celebrities not showing up, but at the same time, we usually get the reasons why. And I think that's why a lot of people are upset with Star, because he just didn't really give an explanation.
he should have just said one of his like Homelander lines or something along those lines or something to at least stay in character, I guess. But
Yeah.
maybe next time. But it is a shame. I know a handful of people were looking to sell their tickets, but there, like I said before, there's still a ton of celebrities here, and tons of memorabilia here and things like that.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for, photos, selfies, autographs, things like that, it's still well worth coming down here.
Yeah.
And unless
And
you were just solely here for Homelander, and then I guess I can
yeah.
understand. But yeah, I would say Robert Englund's probably the bigger draw, or even what's his name from Happy Days will be a bigger draw overall as far as people that were already scheduled to come down here and stuff like that. So
Yeah. So, with when celebrities are about to, retire from doing conventions and stuff like that, you may see limits, you may see, extra requests from fans and stuff like that. And in this case, we had Robert Englund. He is two autograph minimum. I mean, so two autograph maximum. Sorry about that. Two autograph maximum, and he says no after that. And it's due to his hand. I mean, at a certain point you get arthritis, or it's just cramps up even if you don't have arthritis. So, and then you do quotes on top of that. I can imagine the pain that somebody is could go through signing hundreds, and he has literally signed thousands at one time when in his younger days. So, and then you have Clive Barker, who requires a mask of his fans and stuff. And I don't think these are far-reaching requests because they've been doing this for quite a long time. They've put in all of this effort to give back to the fans and everything. And I think sometimes, these requests need to be made, and it's a good thing that Clive Barker is still doing 10 signatures, up to 10 signatures for one guest, one fan and everything like that. So I mean, you still have that if you see Clive Barker tonight or Saturday or Sunday. So just be aware of that if you're coming over here. If not, next convention you see them at might be their last. Don't, please take advantage of it. You may not be able to, actually get to speak to them. If you do want signatures and stuff like that, Robert Englund has a service. I can definitely get that information. I know a couple of the people have mentioned that on the Monster Mania fan site that there is a service. You can send in your item, and he will sign it and send it back. It's pretty decent time frame as well. I know Lena Quickly has that service as well, and there's a few others. So you might want to take advantage of that as well, because even with Lena Quickly, she's about to do another movie in the Return of the Living Dead series. They are gearing up for that. They have, from what I understand, gotten the bumps out of the road. It should be up soon on Indiegogo if you want to donate to that. But everybody else, you have, not only did you have this Scream reunion and Nightmare on Elm Street reunion that Fuzzy mentioned, but we also have kind of like a mini reunion. Well, actually, I think it's pretty decent reunion for Hellraiser as well, because you have Craig Scheffner. I always mess up his name. Sorry about that. You have Ashley Lawrence here. You have Doug Bradley here, and you have 3 of the Cenobites here. Barbie Wild is one of them, and I know the one that did Chatter is here, and then there's another one. I think his first name is Simon. So you have them as well, Henry Winkler. Now, Henry Winkler, from what I understand, he goes through the whole entire line and greets people before he'll even sign anything. So as soon as his line gets started, before he sits down, he'll greet everybody. He'll say hi to everybody. He's just a very personable person. At the same time, when he writes a small quote for you, please don't go over a small quote, because, you he has a little thing with the words. Sometimes I'll misspell them, but you go with it, right? um, so just be mindful of that. He does feel comfortable doing small quotes, but not so much the bigger quotes. Trying to think of anything else, because this does have to be short, because I have to be down there by like 1:30ish, 1:40ish. Do you have anything else, Fuzzy?
Not really. I think, is William Shatner at this one as well, or is
Yes,
that,
yes.
yeah, so
William
he'll be there
Shatner
as
is
well.
here. Yes, yes. Just for fans, you do, I believe, pay extra for quotes for him, and his signature is his signature. Um, so yeah, it's just a funny thing amongst the fans that they have this. Some people have thrown this thing out where, oh well, when you ask him for something related to Halloween, he kind of just scribbles it on there. No, that's his signature. He doesn't put any less effort into having him sign that Halloween mask as he does signing a Star Trek thing. It's just, his signature for that moment. But he does like to sign more Star Trek and more, other things besides the Halloween, because he really wasn't in Halloween. It was just the mask that we used. So talk up all of those other non-horror related things with him, because you'll probably get him in a better mood. Just like Stephen Ogg. Remember that, Fuzzy? We
Oh,
went
yeah.
to we went to the Acai Valley convention, and Stephen Ogg had canceled, and we talked to one of the guys that you talk up the people, the volunteers and stuff like that, because they will give you some insight about what's going on and if they're ever going to show up again. And he said, nah, he's probably going to cancel again. So guess what happened? Stephen Ogg is not going to be at the November show at the Sci-Fi Valley convention. He has canceled already. They put up a sign saying, yeah, he might be back in 2025. So just be mindful when you guys go to these conventions. Some of what they're famous for is not what they truly love. Even with, remember, Ken Foree was like, hey, did y'all see the rift? I would like you to see the rift. Can you go see the rift? You can find it on here and here and here. He really loved doing that movie, and that's what he wanted to talk about with fans. And he was playing it off, but he kind of was a little turned off by the fact that nobody really saw that movie. So I watched it. It was good. I still like Zone of the Dead better. But, you could see in that film, he really liked playing that character. And, I think we do need to respect that when we go up and say, hey, I loved you in Scream, but I also liked you in this one, to try and figure out what you can actually have a conversation with them with, because you're going to have a better experience, and they're definitely going to have a better experience, and then they're going to come back again. I am going to see Ken Foree again next week at the New Jersey Horror Con, which is going to be great because Bill Moseley is going to be there as well. So I'm sure they're going to do kind of, an autograph signing together, or, a picture together or something. But it gives everybody a better experience, including yourself. So just be mindful. If you ever see Stephen Ogg, talk up Walking Dead, talk up Breaking Bad. You can see how much he loved those things.
Yes.
So are we good? Do you have anything else, Fuzzy?
No, I think since we have to head out to the convention here in a few moments, we can wrap this one up. Thanks to everybody that will check this out. We're going to pretty much premiere this later on tonight when we would normally hold our show. And expect next Friday that we'll have our usual schedule and usual program with guests. And do you remember what the topic is?
So
I forget. I know what movie is it?
Yeah, we're doing slashers. We're doing the Town That Dreaded Sundown. We're going to do both the original and the remake. We're going to try and keep it about 1.5 hours. But we're gonna have Web Dave on that one. We're gonna have Matt. We'll figure out. He has the name. I just forget what the name is. So we're gonna have Matt on that one. Silent Cipher. So we're gonna have 5 people because it's also gonna be you and me, Fuzzy. So, but we're gonna talk about that. It's a movie. It is a slasher, but it is a movie that a lot of people haven't maybe seen yet because of when they both came out. And it was, I believe, a direct to video. These are the days when Blockbuster was still in existence, because that's how I saw it, was renting from, well, I didn't rent from Blockbuster. I worked there. So I got free movies, and this is the one that I picked. But it was a straight to video one, didn't have a theatrical release, and it might have been missed by a lot of fans, but it really is good. And I think the remake was good too.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for coming out, and we're signing off, and hope if you can make it, come on down to Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, Monster Mania 59. Hope to see you guys there. If not, hope to see you guys in chat next Friday, next Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take care.
Right. Bye.